Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Nikki, and today we are going to talk about something that hits all of us at some point or another. Now, this conversation is specifically for the single moms and the divorced moms out there. So, y'all come on to the front of the congregation. I'm going to talk to y'all. Nothing bad, but just come on to the front. All right, boom. So, let's talk about self doubt. Now, self doubt is that cloud that just hovers over us like, it's just this dark cloud. It just looms over us. It's all gloomy and then that self-doubt, like, it just makes us question everything, our worth, our capabilities, and even our future. Don't act like you haven't been there. So what I'm going to do today is I'm just going to share some tips that help me out in hopes that it's going to help somebody else out there. Now, I am not a professional or a guru or anything of that nature. I am just speaking from my own personal experience. So you could either take it or leave it, but don't be disrespectful in the comments. So tip number one is you need to celebrate your small wins. And what I'm talking about small wins, I'm talking about there was a period of time when I was going through my depression after my divorce where I wouldn't even get up out of bed. I wasn't showering. I wasn't, like, my kids were kind of non-existent because I didn't know what was going on. Like, I was so deep in myself, my misery, and things of that nature. So if you got up this morning, you gave your kids some breakfast, you got them to the school bus, you packed lunch, you got your kids to school, you made the bed, you showered, you got dressed, you got ready for work, you're already winning. And don't take that for granted, because there are plenty of people, just because people, that's like, some of you might say, well, that's something I'm supposed to do anyway. Like, that's my job as mom. Yes, that is your job. However, there are plenty of people who are not out here doing their jobs. And the fact that you showed up for not only yourself, but for your babies, give yourself some credit, all right? A lot of you guys are way too hard on yourself. When you go through those self-doubts, like when those thoughts come to your head, like, oh, I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do, don't take it for granted. You really need to pep talk yourself. Like, I got up, I made the bed, I got little Timmy to the bus, I made breakfast, and I'm on time. I got time to stop for my breakfast in the morning before work. Like, all of those small things to you are big wins, and you need to celebrate them because you are a big deal. Okay? Now, tip number two is you need to build a strong community. Having a community behind you makes a world of difference, because you're not meant to, go through this human experience of any kind by yourself. So having people who have your best interests at heart and the best interests of your kids at heart, that is going to be game changer for you, because it's going to really help you. Sometimes you just need somebody to vent to. And other times you just need somebody who's going to be like, you know what? All right, you made that decision, but what are we going to do moving forward? Let's brainstorm how we're going to make this happen. Get you a homegirl, get you someone. So just to reiterate, surround yourself by people who are going to lift you up. Now, who is your go-to person when you need a boost? All right. If you don't have that person or people or a village, so to speak, there's plenty of online forums, and I even have a Patreon. If you're interested in joining, make sure you click the link in my bio and check it out if that's something that so suits you. Okay. All right. Tip number three is you need to embrace some type of self-care. Now, if you guys have been watching me and you've been following me on TikTok, I've been rocking braids for like 4 months straight, and there's nothing wrong with braids, but baby, I was tired. But the fact that I was not prioritizing myself, braids are quick and easy. I'm a mom. Even though I'm not working right now, I do a lot of work. Like, I'm still here making videos, I'm still getting my kids ready, I'm packing breakfast, I'm packing lunch, I take my daughter to school, I get my son out and ready for the bus. So, like, don't just think that I'm sitting home twiddling my thumbs. I am still very much moving and keeping this house afloat. For those of you who are following me on YouTube, you know that I'm actually packing up my house right now. I made the decision after the holidays, like, you know what? It's been a good run. I love this house. It's beautiful. She's been great to us, but she is just too big. Like, it is time for us to downsize, not only because of my financial situation, because it's just time. So you need to prioritize some self-care for yourself. So what did I do? Yesterday, I booked the appointment with my girl at Crystals and Curls. I got me a wash, a blow, a silk press, right? And I got a trim. And now I'm just like all up in the camera, but that's not the point. The point is I took the time to just take a break and be like, you know what? let me just go do something for myself. I exercise every day. That's part of my daily routine. Now I need to start implementing mindful ways of like just doing something for myself. And it doesn't have to be anything that sends money. If you have a notebook or if you have an old, a notepad at home, you can journal some thoughts that are coming to your head. You can write down. We always talk about vision boards and stuff, but then as the year goes on, we kind of like push that to the back burner. You can actually just write out, what? Next week, I just want to focus on this, this, and this. Or I want to focus on being more mindful with this, this, and this. For me, a lot of my self-care and my, positive self-talk and journaling comes from not just journal prompts that I see somewhere, but it's actually things that I want to achieve. Like after you're coming from like divorce or breakup or whatever it may be in your house or your lifestyle. For me, I could not cook dinner. Like I used to cook all the time. And for now, it's like very hard to get back into the routine of cooking when I was so used to eating out. I was so used to going out with my husband and the kids for dinner. Like we didn't really sit down. We had sit down dinners together, don't get me wrong, but I didn't have to cook it. So now the idea of I have to actually go to the grocery store, I have to come home, I have to wash everything, I have to prep everything. It's very daunting to me. And I'm not going to lie, I am a millennial mom. So you guys know I am Instacarting those groceries because I ain't going to do all three at once. So take some time. Build in self-care for yourself, even if it's your 15-minute shower that you just take some time and just lather yourself up with your favorite lotion or journal. Or you know what? After my shower, I'm going to drink some tea. Schedule that self-care for yourself, girl. All right, guys. So last but not least, tip number 4, you need to visualize your success. Now, without this cloud of self-doubt just, weighing you down and just holding you down. What does it look like? What goals are you working toward? How are you going to get there for you and your littles or your minis, right? Like what steps are you taking? If you were like limitless, because you are, what are you going to do? Because there's no reason for us to have any type of doubts or any type of anything. I know we're all human, but literally the Bible says I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. So what steps are you taking to show you're limitless? Like whatever you think comes to your mind for a reason. That's something that you can achieve. That's something that you can pursue. All right. So with that being said, just remember that you need to visualize that success and how it looks like for you so that you can step into that energy and become that person, because ultimately that is who you are. It's just taking you some time to get there. All right, ladies, I hope you guys found these tips really informative. I hope that it helps somebody out there. And if you're looking for some more inspiration, make sure that you follow me for more tips. And also check out my YouTube channel. We talk a lot about that there. Also, let me know in the comments what it is that you're working on. How are you combating self-doubt nowadays? What are you going to do? One small thing that you're going to do to combat your self-doubt. And make sure you click the link in the bio for some other tools that may help you on your self-confidence and self-doubt journey. All right. I love you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.